my name is Aileen Gutierrez, and this is my informative speech. Have you ever traveled overseas and seen what life is like on completely different continents? Not enough people today are getting out and traveling the world. The mentality that there is only our country to travel in, and the lack of caring that there is so much else to see out there, has corrupted the minds of so many people I know. By setting some time apart from your work life and commuting temporarily to a different part of the world, you will grow into a well-rounded person. There are various advantages of traveling. First of all, there's the culture shock. It definitely made me more aware of the different types of people that occupy the world, and therefore prepared me for future encounters of more of the people I meet along the way, and especially in my career. Secondly, seeing the poverty around me made me appreciate my good life back in the States, and will probably make you appreciate your life also. By putting yourself in a rougher environment, for example, say, staying in a one-star hostel with a bunch of other strangers from around the world, probably makes your skin a little bit tougher. Finally, visiting old cities helped inform me of my history and ancestors, and also gave me an appreciation of the history of the world. Let's go more in depth and discuss specific examples as to why and how traveling builds you as an individual. The first advantage of traveling to different countries is the exposure it gives you to different cultures. This included everything from different types of food to impressive historical sites to different types of dress that people wear all over the place. Trying to communicate with people who did not speak my own language made me also learn universal gestures that got me around town. For example, asking where to eat and learning how to greet formally in their native tongue definitely opened my eyes to different languages and things like that other than just plain old English. Third of all, attending different shows exposed me to the wonderful diversity of arts expressed all around the world other than just back in the United States. The second advantage to traveling made me appreciate and realize how good of a life I have here in the United States, and chances are it also will convince you to not take it for granted, as it did for me. There's much poverty and not so lavish settings in which many people around this world live in, and seeing this with my own eyes and experiencing it for myself made me realize that this crisis is legit, and I should be thankful for what I have back at home. For example, when I went to certain parts of Jamaica and Puerto Rico, I saw many barefoot people selling small things on the streets just to make ends meet for their families. Also, understanding that not everyone has the opportunity to go to school made me appreciate and love the fact that I do. The third advantage of traveling definitely has to do with the historical landmarks you come across. Obviously, not everything is tragic, and there's much beauty in these things all around the world. Visiting old cities here and there and learning about major historical monuments enlightened me and made me very proud of my ancestors. For example, it opened my eyes to the great amount of history this world has to offer and made me realize that we have come a long way as humans to have gotten where we are today. While visiting cathedrals in France, I was shocked at how a human could build such intricate pieces with such little technology as they had back then. Also, learning about the wars and disputes we had between the church and the state in the past made me appreciate the freedom we have in the United States today. Now, I shall summarize how traveling has built me into the well-rounded person I am today, and how its advantages will also help build you as an individual as well. Once again, traveling has numerous advantages. These advantages include: 1. Dealing with the culture shock prepares you for future social encounters, especially in the work field. 2. Seeing the poverty right in front of you helps you realize that it is a real problem all around the world, and it'll also give you an appreciation for your own life back home in the States. And finally, coming across such versatile cultures teaches you how to deal with people it teaches you how to deal with the culture shock and prepares you for the future in relation to the amount of people you will be dealing with in your future career.